Okay. This thing's selling off now. It's 350 algo candle here. Got 8 minutes till close. I think we just sell off here. I'm up a lot today, so I'd like to see a push down to these lows here. Wish we would have had a closure here. That would have been a nice breaker. I'm in one contract, super light size here. I usually get into three to five contracts on evals, but I don't love my entry here. I would have liked this entry, but it just happened too quick. Couldn't get into it. So I think it sells off. So that's why I just want to position myself to get into the trade already, but we'll see what happens here. Really should not be trading above this here. So once we get a closure here on the 1 minute chart, then I will add if we get into this again. All right, we got our closure of about 265, 220 here. Guys, let me know if the stream looks good, because I have no idea. It's my first time on YouTube. We're testing it out here. Let me know if the stream looks good. Bigelow says, don't give a penny back. Just trading evals for end of day here, Big. I'm trying to pass these last few evals I have. Massive day for me today. Literally like 10K day. So super happy about today's trading. Just trying to catch this nice end of day sell off. I think we've got a lot of targets below here. You know, we have this weekly low here. We have Powell candle low. I mean, there's no way we don't take Powell candle low. You know what I mean? Took a lot of 15-minute lows here. Might try to add some size into this, see if we can get a continuation to the downside here. Selling in two more. I'm gonna see a sell-off though here. Be nice if we get it. This is the new algo kicks in here at 55, so. So here's our breaker here. We trade higher. We really shouldn't trade above this, above the breaker here. I just want to modify this to 3. Can I get that done? Okay. It's a pretty big stop here. Risking about 1,200 here, but I want to pass this. So this is a pass. If we get a sell-off here, this is pass. Take 1 off there. We'll take 2 more off here. Might not get the sell-off that I'm looking for, but it is what it is. Buy 3 limit. Wait, why can't I put the 3 here? Buy 3 limit. Okay, here we go. Got to see a rejection in here. Rejection in here, please. It's not looking too hot. It's going to take me out, I think. This breaker should hold price. If we close here, though, this is not looking too good because that's a pretty bullish closure. Yeah, that's a pretty bullish closure with a gap there. It's not looking hot. Not looking hot. We're going to get stopped out, I think. Sucks. I really thought we would sell off a bit more at the end of the day here. I could just fucking pass these evals. It's not looking like it, though. $358. I got about 12. Yeah, I got about 12 minutes on these accounts for this to continue selling. Be very nice if you get a full sell off here. This is a unicorn model too, so this should hold, but this strong closure with this gap here is very anti my position, I will say. I know they took over 100%. That's the problem. I needed to see a continuation here. All right, we got stopped out now on these accounts. That's a bummer. If this sells off now, I'm going to be so heated because we didn't really get a closure above breaker. This is going to sell off, dude. Oh, man, I got in by 1 fucking tick. That is just unfortunate. Wow. If we get that closure here. Wow, I should have never taken it off. I should have literally kept it above that breaker. I would have been break even there. Took all those 50-minute lows, pushing for a high here. Here's your change state of delivery. This is where you'd want to short technically, but it's looking pretty bullish. I don't know. It's looking bullish. I'm going to give it a stab here. See if this last up candle holds for lower prices. Maybe a slight pullback just into some profits here. Nice. Back in the green, I think, here. Am I back in the green? Nope, not yet. Almost. Almost. Nice rejection off that last up candle there. But I don't know. This is a pretty bullish candle here. See if we can get this pass here. What up, Ness? How you doing, brother? trying to pass these evals. I have 4 evals or 5 evals that I need to pass before market close. I'm trying to figure out if we can get a pass here. So did we get the mark? Did we get a closure here? We did get a closure. I kind of like this for a buy. Gonna try it. It's a little aggressive on this buy, especially after this rejection, but pull back to our change of state of delivery. Maybe we get another push higher. I don't know. We'll see if bulls want to defend this. They defended the shit out of this candle, so maybe we get a push higher here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Nice. There we go. Come on. Push, baby, push. It's a great, great candle. Selling 1 here. Going to sell 1 more to be safe. Put us back into the green here on these accounts. Going to hold 1 more. Looks like it was going to work here. All right, we're going to take 220 there. All right, we're back to where I started before that. Well, not back to where I started, but we're not doing too bad. We've got 6 minutes to try to pass these accounts. Think we sell 3 here. Why the oh, so fresh, so annoyingly. Kind of annoying that I couldn't get the orders in at my initial sell target. So now I have a skewed entry. We're scalping the shit out of this positions right now. Took 2 off there. Gonna hold this one. Thank you, Ness. Appreciate you, bro. For some reason, this thing moved my my profits there. We're back up to $3,786, which is nice. Would love to see a continuation to the downside here. We're going to go ahead and take that 165. We're up 4,714 here on these accounts. We still need a bit to pass these accounts, though. So we are not anywhere near passing. I might have to go to... Right now, I'm trading Funded Next and Apex. I might switch over to Apex just so I can trade 10 contracts. Funded Next is taking a little longer than I would like. So we're going to go ahead and change the follower here. I appreciate you hanging out, Ness. Appreciate you, Big. Appreciate whoever else is watching here. We got 3 people watching. Not a big number, but we're starting small and trying to get big here. All right. See if we can get into just these Apex accounts. Try to pass those pretty quickly. I just don't remember how... Oh, edit. I think it's edit. The edit button here. Ness, you have the confidence, my brother. You have the confidence. You are extremely confident, dude. You're an amazing trader, my friend. Me and Big talked about it. You're a great trader. We would love to have you on board. We would love to have you as part of TraderMade and have you stream at least once a week. You know, you don't have to stream any more than that. Once a week, man. You can join me or Big. I'd be happy to have you. I don't know if Big likes to trade solo, so maybe not Big, but you can totally join me, man. I'm happy to have you and Abe. Anybody who gets payouts and has a track record with us, I'm happy to have you guys. And I also just like you as a person. You're a really dope person, so. Why that keeps moving, I'll never know. Gonna take a long here soon, I think. We're gonna go ahead and edit these accounts. We're gonna change the leader to an Apex account. So we're gonna go to follower accounts. How do I do this again? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and redo this group here so I could trade the Apex accounts. We're gonna make 201 the leader. And we're gonna move these guys. Oh shit, that didn't work out. Hold on. So that's the leader. These are the followers. Apex, Apex, PA, FNF. Okay, cool. All right, so we've updated the group here. We're gonna go trade. We're gonna just trade. See if we can get right before market. Actually, Apex I can keep trading until almost 5 p.m. So we're gonna do that here with these 3 Apex accounts. We're the 3 followers in the 1 main account. The main account is 201, so we're gonna go ahead and log into that. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, 201 is the leader. So we're in with the leader here. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Okay, so let's see. I'm in Apex only accounts now. No other accounts, just Apex. We can actually move our size up to 10 contracts here. Come on. That's where I wanted to have my entry right here, 457. We would be up heavy right now. Yeah, it's going without me. Yeah, we had a huge day today, up 10K today, which is crazy. What a massive day. Big, how'd you do today, by the way, if you're still in here? I wanted to short that little area there. All right, I'm in a little aggressively here. I need this to shoot down. I think it might go up against me, but we'll see. We kind of have this this line here that we need to break through. Be a nice push down if we can get down there. I mean, I think the M15 wick that I'm looking for us to test is sitting at, let's see where it's sitting. It's sitting all the way down at 449. So there's room to move to down there. Got to be careful here though. We're going to take 5 off there. Secure some of that profit there. We're just scalping here. Shit, that was the wrong number, dude. There we go. Nice move. It's a little broken though now. Oh no. No. The orders are messed up. Okay, there we are. Nice push. Below this, below that. Nice closure. Put our stop here. Ah, we got taken out there. Every scalp has to come to an end at some point. Don't really need ES up anymore, but gonna sell again. I think we're gonna sell again here. Jesus, man, it's moving way faster than I want it to move. See if we get tagged in here. Low consolidation area. We took the high. Maybe now we take the low. We'll see what happens. This 15-minute candle closed back inside the range. We should see a push below, but the problem is that these two candles took, that one candle took bottom and the top. So we don't really have an actual liquidity target right now. We just have basically consolidation here in the center. So might give it a little more breathing room and then look for a bigger push down. I have to be bearish just because I feel like even though we're in a daily heading up, there's just so many targets to the downside here. I mean, we have a weekly low, a Powell candle low, a last week's low, just a lot of fucking lower targets that we have not gotten. So ES also tagged into negative 2.5 of its standard deviation there, which is a reversal range. So that kind of has me thinking that we could head lower. But we'll see. I had really good success passing the evals yesterday at close, but today's a little bit trickier. We did have a change in state here, so not the biggest fan of this trade now. I'm going to cut this trade here. I don't love the fact that we have a change in state there. We closed above that gap. Don't love that. I do think we could see 453 lows though. That kind of makes sense to me. I might get back in. Yeah, I'm going to try it. See if we get in. I like the idea of coming to take this 15-minute low. Right? That looks a little bit more like it has more potential to be taken than this 15-minute high that's all the way up here. We also have SMT at the highs, ES rejected negative 2, negative 2.5. So yeah, I have to just try to trade this to the downside. We're going to go in a little heavier. We're in 10 contracts here. See if we get a nice push down. Come on, let's get an actual fucking move. This is like the slowest I've ever seen. 4 to 5 p.m. here. It's called the slow hour, huh? Nice, 500 there. No, I went to go take the 500. I went to go take 3 off at 500, and it took too long to pull the trigger. Nice, let's go. 3 more there. Oh no, no, I did not mean to sell that. I meant to buy it. That's a problem. Okay, we took some off there. Again, this 15-minute low looks like it's probably going to get taken, in my opinion, right here. But we did take that low, so we got to be careful here. Come on, baby. So we take 3 more off there. Now we're left with 4. We modify this to 4. Confirm. Come on, come take that 50-minute low. You know you want it, baby. You know you want it. All right, so we're going to sell into this, actually. We're going to sell into this push here if it comes back up. That should hold here. Come on, retest this CISD here. This is so slow. Probably say that I'm trying to pass evals on the stream, huh? Because I don't have that mark. I don't have that set on the stream. This should be 8. Nice push. Come on. Let's get a move, man. Let's get a move here to 453s. That's the wrong direction, sir. Reject off that candle there. We're in fully 10 here. See if we get a move lower before this thing decides to push higher here. I like this. Change the state of delivery. Kind of have a breaker here. But again, we took the low, and if Big's still watching, he knows I don't like to fucking do anything when the low is taken. Kind of in the middle of this little chop area. I got to get out of this trade. See if we got some sort of move here. Nice. Right, going in the right direction here. All right, we're going to get out of this and see see what we're looking at here. So we're up about $4,000 across the accounts. Not enough to pass yet, but we are moving away, moving and inching away, trying to pass this as quick as possible. $1,400 more, $1,300 more to pass this. They're going to have to try to the infinite up candle midpoint here. I like this one. And then that takes the high, and then we maybe swing back inside the range, right? I like this if they can get this, get a little bit of a, we take out the high, come back into the range. Be perfect, actually. Guys, if I pass these accounts, I'll have a close to 20 funded accounts, which is actually kind of freaking mental. So the range, top of the range here, shorting was the answer, right? Would be up about 425 on this account, on this trade here. I still think this wick here needs to get rebalanced down to 447. Look at this fucking choppy ass range we're in. Oh yeah, we need to go lower. All right, let's see if we get a push back up. Pretty aggressive sell-off here for like the past couple of minutes that we've been moving. I mean, we haven't really done much of a candle like this, so pretty aggressive. But where there's pain, there's gain, baby. So maybe buyers step in right around here where they have to and push a little bit up into this area here, and I can get a few contracts off for a quick scout to the upside. We might not get it. I mean, my overall bias is bearish, so this is counter trend for me, but really good risk reward here, right? Risking, I don't know, it was like what, $300 for maybe like 1,000. Can't complain about that. Yeah, there's the sell. I just missed it from up here, couldn't get in, and just had to take the trade that had the better risk reward here. $15-minute low just got tagged there. We're going to see if we can get a quick move up off that 15-minute low here, just to rebalance a little bit more into this range. I'll even take $300. I don't even need a lot. There it goes. Come on. How is that only 150 when you're all the way up there? Doesn't make sense. Took 5 off there. Not much money on that. Should have taken it. Like, I don't understand. It's moving, but I'm not seeing the price tag really. We're gonna take that off. Back to 3K profits here. I think we need 369. We need a lot of money to pass all these accounts, so we got to start getting a little more aggressive here. Low sweeps, no 5-minute upper can wick there. That is, we could get into a 30-second here, but there is no 30-second. Let me see. "17-second closure above this, creating an order block." It's probably going to go without us here to, yeah, it's already up. Let's see. How do we close? I need to see in 3 seconds how we close. Okay, we closed here. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a little risky, but I'll take it. It's at the bottom of the range. Seeing if buyers to push us back in a bit, even like to here, honestly, and have like these lows. By the way, this is not how I trade. This is just to pass this as fast as possible. Should see a little bid here to the upside. Not loving that at all. Might have to give it a little more room than I want to. Should get bought up right here. This last down candle at the midpoint. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Nice little bid to the upside. For some reason, TradingView is not catching the bids nicely. You know, when we're above my entry, it's not showing that we're above. So on the price range, it's kind of laggy here. Like, look how, like, we're up 1 or 2 points here and it wasn't showing, but price, which is kind of odd. Bounced off this 1 minute OB here, so not terrible. Just don't want to see us retest this level now. We do need to push above. Yeah, I don't want to see that. We do need to get back above here. This fair value gap though has a bunch of sellers in it, so most likely going to see me get taken out here. Stop needs to be the low for this, and I have no more size to get into this, so it just is what it is. And at this point, if we get above here, I think we push higher. Yeah, it's out of my hands. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. It's fucking, there's not enough volume for anything. It's not moving. I'm on 1 minute here. 30-second really isn't doing much either. It's chopping around. Might have to just take this trade off and see what another trade brings. If we get another trade, I don't know. Might just be Labor Day and we might just, like, that's it. People are gone because we're not seeing, like, what is this? Even a 30-second has nothing happening here. I mean, technically we should see a push up to at least 458 off of this move to kind of test the midpoint of this gap. I'm gonna watch this back and see how the quality is, because I think it looks really nice actually. Like, I can't sell it here, but you know, if we let's say we pull out of here, right? This is how I see it. I see it like this. So here's our high of the range and here's our low of the range, right? This takes the low and closes back inside. So it makes sense that we come all the way back up. This candle here takes these highs, right? And leaves this high, right? And this high is still intact. So these two right here, most likely they have liquidity, right? I would think that sellers, if you got short here, you moved your stop here, right? Especially when this pullback here doesn't take you out, you think this is protected, you're holding this short, right? Most likely you sold it down here unless you're looking for a continuation to the downside, which makes completely sense with the way we've been moving today, that you would think we have a lot more room to go. So in my opinion, nobody had stops here. They're here and here. So this has been protected so far. We haven't been able to get those stops. But on the 15-minute, I don't think that I would even say that the stops are here and here. Sorry. I wouldn't really say that the stops are here. Obviously, they're here and here. But almost more likely back up here, honestly. Because usually... and I can't add any drawings because it'll bring everything else up. But usually midpoint of this wick here is what you want to see taken. And then you wouldn't need to come back up because the midpoint is usually enough to take out liquidity. Just based on ICT concepts. So we never got up to the midpoint of this wick, right? But we did get to the midpoint of this one. And then this one took this one. So this guy took the liquidity here and this one took this one. So all that liquidity there is taken, right? So if this is just a protected high, right? Then most likely this is a protected low currently, right? And that's why we're just ranging. So what do I think needs to be taken next? Well, this candle takes this midpoint, right? So now I think this candle needs to get taken. So we need to pull back down to this here or to the midpoint of that. That's why I think 440s, 445s are on the table here. So it looks like my entry would have paid off here. That long I started off here at 454 would have paid off. We are about 5 points to the upside there. That would have been on 10 contracts. That would have been pretty nice. So we can draw out the premium and discount of the range here, and it's basically here. So this is discount up here, or premium, sorry, of the range up there. We're gonna try this. I mean, why can't I get in all my contracts? Like, really, dude? It's just crazy how laggy trading view can be sometimes. I can't even modify this. I don't understand. It's like the contracts are stuck. Okay. Bear flag. Kind of like this for an entry. I wanted a little bit deeper retracement, but I missed it on this candle. Again, it's taking forever to get me into these this trade. Very weird, bro. Like, what is happening? Why are you bugged? Now it's fully in the trade, but it's so bugged. It's actually kind of crazy. I can't move it. I can't touch it. This is saying that I'm in 6 I can't even tell what I'm in, dude. Okay. Jesus. Okay. All right, we're going to take a 220 scalp here. Up almost 4K there now. I don't love the fact that when we got to the midpoint of this candle, the previous 15-minute candle, we're not holding above 50%, right? We got in there and sellers pushed us back down. I don't love that. Let's do a little Tory trades, trend lines, Tory trades. So we just do one of these, huh? This is fun. Guys, we need to pass these accounts. I don't want to go into the weekend with these accounts. We got to pass them. We got to full port this. So let's see. If I would have held this long from here when I had it. I had it here. 1200 there. The hourly is an insight candle. The 4 hour looks like it should go lower, but who knows? The daily looks pretty bearish, but we did take previous day all week. We pretty much took the entire week's lows. Yesterday, Tuesday, Monday, or Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I guess Monday lows are still intact, right? Yeah. Right here's Monday low at 371. .44 p.m. Yeah, by the way, if whoever's watching, if you can give a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's a nice pullback. 50-minute lows, all 50-minute lows were taken there. Might be a good opportunity to get into this. See if this thing holds, doesn't just keep selling. This could be a good opportunity. Another 15-minute low taken. Give it a little bit of breathing room. There we go. Come on. Just keep it going though. Don't do that. I don't want to see that new 15 minutes candle. Might want to take the low before we head higher, and that's the only thing I'm afraid of on this trade. Did fill this quickly. Nice. We're going to get out of 5 there. We're going to get out of 5 more here. Oh, no. That was the wrong thing to do. I think this goes lower. Take this low, bro. Just take it. Don't pop on me. Nice. Good rejection. 50% rejection there. Should be in some sort of profits, but for some reason TradingView has been lagging. Should take the low. It opened higher, should go lower. Doesn't have to close lower, but it should take that low. It doesn't have to, but I would like to see it take this low here for a true reversal. I would like to see it happen. It's crazy how slow this shit is right now. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Take it. All right, $4,735 here live on Discord. I mean, I'm just so used to streaming on Discord. Live here on YouTube. Trying to pass these evals before the close here. If you are watching the stream, please give a thumbs up. First time on YouTube here. Nice. Low was taken. That's what I wanted to see. Actually, it's not taken. What the? Okay. Playing games down here, huh? What about yes? Did it take the 15-minute low? It did. So we have S&T on the 15-minute now. Could potentially buy this to the back up. Yeah, it did take the low. Very, very tiny take, but it did take. Maybe a protected low. We might be able to do something like this here. Super annoying that it's just not letting me get in here. Let's see if we get a push higher here. 15-minute low is not taking an NQ. It's taking on ES, so there's potentially an S&T here. And not that they matter at this time of the market because there's literally no liquidity really, but gotta trade what I see, and that's what I see. Nice push here. Very nice push here. That's what I want to see. Nice. We're going to sell 5 there. It's $500 there. 250 profit saved. See if we can get a little bit bigger push here. Would be nice. That was 50% of that little mini range here. Might take 3 more off. Just, yep, 250 there. Yep, nice. 350. Took 2 more off here. Beautiful. Let's go to 2 more. We're going to sell 2 more into this. Beautiful push. Nice. Gorgeous. Love that. So we're up 6,801 here. 600 away from passing one of these accounts here live at the end of the day. All because of that 15-minute low not being taken on NQ, 50-minute low being taken on ES. I mean, it's very hard to see it, but if you could see it, you can make this work. What a push. Okay, now we're talking. I need 610, so we're not going to go that heavy. We're going to go 5, I think. No, I need more. I need 7 maybe. No. 8. Yeah, something like this makes a little more sense to me. Come on, bruh. All right, so let's see if this breaker unicorn situation holds. May not, but we don't know, right? 15-minute was taken. That means we could a 30-second inversion is valid here, and we don't want to see a closure below this shit, or we are kind of doomed. Yeah, we're kind of doomed. That 30-second right there should have needed to hold. A little bit of hope on this breaker here, little tiny breaker here. Ah, this sucks. Not enough momentum to be able to pull this thing out above, huh? Just to the highs, fail to take out liquidity, swing all the way back down. Just the textbook play of the 4 to 5 o'clock. Oh shit, we're closing. The market closes in 2 minutes. That's not fun. Didn't realize that. Let's see if we can get out of this trade here. Just gonna cut it. We're still up here pretty nicely on the day. What do we end up at here? We ended up at $5,677 across the accounts. We did not pass them, but they are close to passing. One of them is up 2,200. The other one is The other ones are up over 1,200 each. So not a bad little situation there. I do want to short this into the close here, but I think I've got 2 minutes. Yeah, it's not letting me put it in. That's annoying. Order was rejected at 4:59. Did not want to give me a minute to short. But it's all right. This market hasn't really done much here into the afternoon close. So appreciate anyone that did watch. Not many of you came through first time, never announced it. But this is a nice test. Nice test to keep doing this. So I'll be back. I'll catch anyone who wants to join me on the next one. I appreciate you all. And remember, all of this is for educational purpose only. Look at that short, man. Short right into the last minute. Exactly. I knew that was coming. Did not let me get my entry there. Would have been up on 10 accounts, $800. Would have been much closer to passing all these accounts. But hey, it's all good. Up over 10K on the accounts this morning, live in the Discord. So feels really good. But remember, guys, this is always educational purpose only. This is not financial advice. I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in if you did. And catch you on the next one. Peace.